to my channel if you are new here. Basically today we are going to be doing the second part to a video I did about 2 weeks ago. I think it was at the end of last month or the start of this month. But basically the point of this video is that we are renovating the build that we did for the UT Reno battle. So I will link Jen and Thomas's video down below, as well as my first video for this series. But basically they asked the simming community, their fans and their followers and supporters, to go ahead and build a house that needed renovating. And they already did their battle, their renovation videos, and they did not pick my build. So that means that today I am going ahead and renovating it for you guys. Now, I wanted to make this really modern. The shape of the house and the roofing and everything was quite modern, aside from the fact that it has a very closed floor plan. So sort of improvised a bit there, kept the general structure and the integrity of the build is still the same. But the main thing that's different is everything else aside from that. All of the windows and doors changed, all of the paint, all of the flooring. The front porch gets made smaller, the back porch, the arches change, all the fences are changing, the backyard gets expanded, and as you can probably see in the thumbnail, and you'll see this at the very end when I do it, we create a little carport. Now, I couldn't really create a garage like I would normally, like I did in the Rushing Residence video and in other videos like that where I've done it, but I couldn't do that with the roller door, with the walls, because our house is on foundation. It just doesn't work, because in The Sims 4 we don't have the ability to place walls off of foundation if you already have another building on foundation, because foundation can't be drawn. It can only be risen, which is really silly. But I'm sure maybe hopefully one day, fingers crossed, that they will fix that and make it so we can draw a foundation and then draw the walls on top of the foundation, as opposed to just raising pre-existing walls onto foundation. That way we can create real, low-key real garages. But I imagine that would probably come when/if/maybe when if we get cars. I think that's a big reason why they don't have that, because we don't actually have cars. Obviously my car is a pretend toy car that's just been blown up. So I imagine that's why they don't really have a need for that, because obviously in the game you can't actually have cars, so they don't feel the need to add that, I guess. But basically what we're doing right now is just stripping the house. We're getting rid of all of the cracks and the mold and the spider webs and the tears in the wallpaper and whatnot. We're getting rid of all that and getting rid of any furniture or anything that I think I don't want, and keeping items that I want to try and use and work into the new build. Now, some of the things I do still end up getting rid of if I find it doesn't fit into the rest of what I've done, but I just really wanted to keep the some main integral points of the house. Now, I struggle for ages with a door. Sims team, if anybody who has any kind of power in the Lord above in our Sims games, please give us modern doors that are black or white. Why do we have so many modern doors that are green and orange and blue? Just give us plain colored doors. All the doors that are black or white are really traditional and old looking and have wood chips taken out of them. Just give us a black door. Just give us a white door, please. Please. I ended up going with orange, and then I felt the need to have an orange theme throughout the rest of the house, so that's a thing. But basically, I just wish we just had that door that I placed, but it's just all white, or it's just all black. Why does it have to be wacky colors? I'm not going to get mad about this. I already did an hour ago whilst I was doing this renovation, but it definitely boiled my tea kettle. I was steaming. But anyway, as you can see, we're going with a very modern look. We filled in, before it was a trailer kind of thing. It was on stilty, not stilts because we don't have them in The Sims 4 either, but on lattice work. It looked like it could be a transportable house, but now it is on concrete looking stuff with a bit of a lip around it. So it definitely looks more like a house now, which is amazing. Also, we added some more modern sliding, I think it's called, on the outside. Is that sliding, or I'm not sure. We added some more modern sliding in that dark grey, black color, and then some grey colored stones on the front. And yeah, so right now, am I getting in the bay window seat? It took me forever to find one that I liked, and of course I went with the orange because I felt compelled to. And it also took me ages to get the this working. Why didn't that work on the first go? We'll never know, but got that in there. And I then decided to change my entire window plan. So everything we just did, gone. Because I wanted it to be more consistent. But yes, so I am really happy with the way this turned out. I'm also very happy with this video, and you'll see at the end, I do something really cool with the screenshots. Now, the Sims 4 team still hasn't fixed blurry screenshots at this point when I'm recording this. They might by the time this goes up. I'm recording this on Monday, and this will go up on Saturday or Sunday. I'm not sure which order yet. But yeah, that'll go up on the weekend, whereas this is being recorded at the start of the week. I am hoping that we are going to get an update very soon. The blurry screenshots are killing me. I know you can do the print screen thing and whatever, but it just doesn't work for me, and I just want to be able to do the game normally. We shouldn't have to have all these other roundabout ways to do things that we used to be able to just do. Please give us our screenshots back. Like, please. And you can see in the screenshots at the end, because I sort of do like a before and after thing, you can see the difference in the quality of screenshots before and after the gallery update. And yes, and I just want to ask you guys, if you would normally download my builds, are you still downloading them? Like, do they still come up on your gallery? Because I don't want to sound really like self-conceited, but there were builds that I would build and I would think this would get a couple hundred downloads, maybe 100 at least, and it got like 1 download. So I'm kind of upset about that, and it makes me, I've been really put off playing The Sims ever since the update, quote unquote, like more like a D-date, but whatever you want to call what happened when the game last updated. I've been really put off playing because, one, the blurry screenshots, they look atrocious and it's horrible, and forever this video is going to have blurry screenshots and a blurry thumbnail, and it's just not good, especially for storytelling. I'm so glad I pre-recorded a lot of my stuff because I'm at university. I pre-recorded a lot of my LPs. I'm so glad I did that, because otherwise they would all have blurry thumbnails, and that just really sucks. And I've been really just put off. My gallery is just not good at all. Like, I can't do anything on it really. I can't search for anything. Even when I try and search like for myself, it says it doesn't exist. So I don't know if you guys can even see my uploads. There was a point in time where the gallery made it look as though all my uploads had been deleted, and that made me want to cry. But I'm just wondering if you guys are experiencing the same things. I have no mods or CC installed. I know every time we're like, hey, this is broken, like, what's up? They're like, oh, disable mods and CC, then it'll be fixed. And it's like, nah, like, I don't have any. It's not installed, it's not activated, whatever, and I'm still getting hella glitches, so I'm not sure how to fix it. I'm just assuming I'm gonna have to wait for an update. But let me know if you guys are experiencing the same thing, because that'll make me feel better. I've just noticed a lot less people are downloading my uploads. In a situation, it's hard to tell because obviously you don't know how many it would have gotten before the update, but just an estimated, like, if I were to estimate how many downloads, uploads, whatever a piece of content on the gallery should get, I'm getting like 0. Like, some of my builds and my whatevers that I've done since the update have gotten literally zero downloads, when that is like a very unheard of thing for me. So it's really disheartening. It really puts me off a building, but I was really inspired to do this renovation challenge, and also my other video this weekend. I did get a little bit re-inspired, but then I got to the screenshot point and I was just like, oh, I give up. There are screenshots in this build just because I wanted to do before and after. I hope you don't mind that they are atrociously blurry, but the screenshots, I didn't do any screenshots for my other video this weekend simply because they were just so bad, and I was like, I cannot be bothered with that. That's gonna make me want to cry. But right now we're doing the living room, which is by far one of my favorite rooms. I did consider opening up the house and changing the floor plan, maybe making this the bedroom, then having the bathroom, then having the rest open, but I decided I wanted to keep the integrity of the house. The whole point of this build was, my backstory from my last video was that a man and a woman lived here. They both have passed away. Their children took on the house as per their will, and they just didn't have the time or resources to put into the house. They didn't know what they were doing, so they sold it. And someone who flips houses or is good at renovating, whatever, took on this project to do, and this is the outcome. I'm really happy with the outcome. In fact, this would be like a perfect house for me just to live in, like just on my own, or just if you had a partner, you know, someone that you're comfortable sleeping in the same bed with, obviously. But yeah, I'd really love to live in this house. It's so perfect and quaint and petite, and it's just, the style of it is just awesome. I love the wood flooring, and I was feeling kind of disheartened about it whilst I was building. I was feeling like it wasn't good enough and it didn't look that much improved. But then when you look at the before and afters, it's like, holy guacamole, like this is improved. So I hope you guys agree. And let me know if you have any suggestions or what you would have done. If you did you download this renovation? Did you do the renovation? I didn't see any when I went on my gallery, but the gallery is being atrociously bad, horrible. So yeah, you let me know if you renovated this in your own free time, or if you've been doing your own renovation battles within yourself, if you've built something in the past and then renovated it. I had a lot of fun with this. I feel like if I had have done this like straight after building the bad version, like the version that needed renovating, I wouldn't have been able to do as good of a job. But because I let this sit for a couple of weeks and then I came back to it, I am really proud of this build, you guys. Like, I love it. And also, it was a bit of a challenge. Like, it wasn't just easy, like, okay, like, just build a build. I didn't just build this. Like, I had to stick to my own little rules that I made. Remember, I had the paint swatches in the foyer. I picked one of the paint swatches that they'd done and used it throughout the house. I just did a lot of cool things like that. We kept the clawfoot bathtub and the shower, the fancy tiling. We kept the dressing table in the bedroom, yeah. And we kept the fridge and no, not the stove. We kept the fridge in the kitchen. And we also kept the bay, like, fancy window thing. We just adjusted it a little bit and made it a bit more modern. But I also really love the backyard. I imagine that obviously this person is living alone or just two people. But I imagine that they would entertain quite a bit as well. That's why we have a little, like, a breakfast bar fit for two in the kitchen with a little table just in case you ever wanted to have a sit-down meal. But then if you ever had, like, a group of people over or family over, you would go out and sit on the backyard, like, patio porch area where we can seat for, like, dining for 6 people, which is better. And yeah, that's what I imagine. They'd be entertaining a lot, but living alone and like having people over in the spa, in the hot tub, having drinks at the bar, and just like, it's a really bright, fun house. It's in Oasis Spring where it's almost always sunny, and it's just beautiful out the back, and it's so modern and elegant, like, compared to what it was. And I just really, really love this build. In fact, I might make someone to move into this build and play with them. I'm still considering doing my little video where I play with Sims, where I've like done a build and a creator sim, where I play with them and then like just for a little bit, not like a current household amount, but just a little bit, and then I do like a where are they now video. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. I think I suggested that in my single mum build. But yes, I'm just getting in some plants, and this is a point where I give up and turn on move objects because, oh my goodness, it was not letting me place plants anywhere. It was so frustrating, but that's just what we deal with. I don't know why it wouldn't let me place a plant there, but we got there in the end. And I'm just doing some last minute adjustments now that I have movement objects on, making sure everything still is going to work though. And yes, I love the color scheme of this build, though in the beginning I was angry at the orange door. It did help me come up with a color scheme for the rest of the house. It's obviously very bright and colorful, which I think helps because a lot of it is very monochrome, because I felt like it needed to be. It just needed to be modern and updated and monochrome, especially if someone was looking to flip this house. You'd want to make it very neutral so that anybody could move into it, but they could also see themselves putting their own little spin on it. So this is how I made the carport. I moved a roof over to the side, and then I got these columns and just raised them up and placed them inside of each other, and then just put a bit of a trim on it as well. And it looks really good, I think. It's kind of annoying because it doesn't go down in live mode. It's kind of awkward. But, you know, if you wanted to play in this house, you'd probably get rid of that and just keep, like, the garagey bit. And also, I really struggled with this roof for this area. I don't know why it took me so long, but I struggled for a long time. I thought that was the right option. It's not. I'm pretty sure the 8 one is the right option. Don't ask me. Don't ask. But right now we're about to go ahead and just fix up the front yard a bit, and then we're jumping into the before and afters, which I'm so excited for you guys. I spent quite a lot of time doing these before and afters, like finding pictures that looked really similar. So here we are. Here is the front yard before and after. And then we are going to jump into another angle where like the car was before. So before the car was off to the side, just on the dirt, and now it has its own little carport. Really wish we could change the color of ceilings. Here is the paint swatch wall. And now it is an area to play chess with a little plant there. Here is the other paint swatch wall in the foyer, and we've changed that to be a bit of a reading nook. Then we move on into the hallway, so that's the look of the hallway from the front door to the kitchen, and then this is the now look that you get when you look from the kitchen to the front door. Here we have the bedroom, which was just hideous, where they were living whilst they were renovating, and now you can see we've kept the vanity table, and we've gotten rid of that air mattress. She is gone and replaced with this beautiful, modern, chic, elegant bed and bedside tables. In the bathroom, we kept the bathtub and the shower. As you can see there, we just move them around a little bit. Don't know how practical that would be in real life. And we've gotten rid of all the mold that was on the walls and the cracks and replaced it with this beautiful white and blue brick, which is really modern. Here we have the living room. It was just really bad and cluttered and dusty, but now it is sleek and modern. And we have gotten rid of that orange penguin TV and got a flat screen on the wall, which is beautiful. And here is the kitchen, as if you're looking like outward from the kitchen area onto the dining table. Just a small dining table inside compared to the bigger one before with the crazy chairs. And we've got a little bay window that's actually sittable other than the last one before. We kept that orange fridge, but we pretty much gutted the kitchen and replaced it with these grey, modern, sleek counters. And here is the back porch. We got rid of the door from the living room and just kept the one from the kitchen and put a dining table out there for entertaining purposes. And we've also renovated the yard. It's now bigger. We've gotten rid of all that trash. We've got a bar and a table to sit at and a lovely spa as well with a barbecue. But that is all for this video. I hope you enjoy it and you like the renovations. Until next time, have a snazzy day and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!